Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about wave packet and wave function. What is exactly wave packet and wave function that we are going to discuss, and then using the wave function of the wave packet we are going to find out the so-called Schrodinger equation, time dependent Schrodinger equation. The two things we are going to be discussed today. So starting with the wave packet and wave function, whatever I written in your note, that I am going to discuss first. From our previous discuss, it was found that a wave packet consists of group of waves slightly different from angular frequency omega and wave number, or the slightly different wavelength. That means this omega is nothing but is equal to 2 pi by t, and k is the wave number, which is equal to 2 pi by lambda. So, and Vg is equal to d omega by dk, that we know about this. So here one thing we can find that both omega and k are functions with each other, and if k is going to be vary, automatically this lambda will be vary. So only for that it has been written that slightly different wavelength. If slightly different angular frequency and wave number, obviously it will be indicates that slightly different wavelength interferes constructively over a specified region of the space and destructively elsewhere. So here whatever we have been discussed in our last class, that two waves, when they are going to be superimposed with each other, we are going to found this type of wave, resultant wave. Here the constructive interference happens here and destructive happens here. If we are going to consider this portion only, this is the things where we are going to get the constructive interference. In this constructive interference, we can found somewhere it is maximum amplitude, and the amplitude is gradually decreases with the position and time, and this amplitude is represented by psi, which will be psi 1 and psi 2 plus psi 2, which is the addition, superposition or addition of both the waves. So here we found the maximum amplitude of this wave packet, in which both the waves have superimposed constructively in this region, and constructiveness has been decreased gradually towards the destructive whenever we have to move from this. So this wave packet is changes with the time as well as the distance. So if we are going to move along x-axis, this variation and its amplitude also vary. With respect to time, this is moving with a velocity, and its peak will be moved with a velocity. Group velocity will be called as group velocity, and these waves inside this wave packet, they are moving with a average velocity, which will be called as the phase velocity. That things we have been discussed in detail in our last class. But however, here we are going to concentrate only this envelope. This envelope is telling about the constructive interference of these two waves. So likewise, if we are going to consider the numbers of waves having the different, slightly different of wavelength and wave number and the so-called frequency, different frequency, then also we can get this type of things. Or if these waves are moving or passing towards the x-axis, this type of structure is moving like this. So here one thing we can imagine that this is one type of portion in the space, this type of portion in the space where we can see that something is moving. So here this is nothing but the packet of wave superimposed by different waves constructively. So these things can be considered as a particle. One thing I am going to discuss with you, that suppose this is a particle. So if it has the wave nature, if we are going to consider only one wave which will be represent this particle, only one wave. In our previous classes we have been found sometimes this wave is moving ahead of this particle, sometimes this particle is moving ahead of this wave. This is very difficult for us to coexisting these two things, wave concept and particle. Particle is one type of physical, we can handle it, we can determine its momentum and etc. But wave is purely mathematical derivations and mathematical representations of any motion of the vibrational motion or simple harmonic motion can be represented, or due to simple harmonic motion we can found the so-called waves. So like only one wave could not able to represent the particle, and here the so-called particle, whenever we are speaking out or we are justifying or we are telling about the particle, that particle is nothing but the so-called microscopic particle. We can say about the nucleus of this hydrogen atom, and around the nucleus the so-called one electron is present in 1s orbital. We could not exactly tell that where it will be present. It will be present here, it will be present here, it will be present here. So now you can ask the question, where it will be exactly present. It will be present somewhere in this region. The answer is this much, the somewhere it will be present in this region. So this region can be represented by, or the behavior of this electron dynamics inside this region can be expressed by the wave function, which is superimposed by number of waves and whatever we have been discussed here. So this looks like one type of packet or one type of particle, where the existence of particle is 100% here, or maximum probability of finding the particle here, and the minimum probability or the probability of finding the particle will be decreased if we have to move along this direction, and it will be minimum here. So here these total things will be considered as the particle as per the wave concept or wave theory is concerned. So as per the wave theory, this total whole things is going to be said as the particle, and the particle's information or particle's behavior or particle's amplitude or finding the particle is more at the center, whose amplitude is larger, and finding the particle is going to be less if we have to move from the presence of the particle towards outer. For this I am going to give you a story, some other video, that you can perceive somewhat better. And this is the so-called our wave packet. Here this peak is moving with a velocity will be called as Vg, group velocity, and this waves whatever we have inside this wave packet or superimposed by number of waves, they have a average velocity will be called as Vp, which is called the phase velocity. If we are going to consider this is the position of x, this point, this middle point will be x, this will be x plus del x by 2, and this will be del x minus 2. That means we are considering this distance is del x. That means the length of this wave packet has been considered as del x. Now if we can imagine a wave function, now due to the superimpose, this portion has been told that due to superimpose constructively we can found this one, destructively these are the portions of the destructive interference. Now if we can imagine a wave function is made to vanish everywhere except in the neighborhood of the particle, then it can be used to describe the dynamics of the particle. See, here I told that this figure or this geometry we found due to the superposition of the waves, right? So now suppose we are considering the particle, one of the particle will be present here, over here, and the wave function amplitude is maximum here, and it is vanishes and gradually decreases and vanishes here. So over, if we are going to consider this total things whatever inside is a wave function which is vanish everywhere, here everywhere, other part of this wave function this is vanishes except the neighborhood of the particle. Neighborhood means nearby. Here is the particle present nearby, that means from here to here within this range this wave function is existed, and apart of that the wave function has been not existed, has been vanishes, then this will be described as the wave function of the particle. That means this will be a theoretical representation of a particle. Theoretical representation of the particle. मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे particle means the microscopic particle which could not be visible in our naked eyes. If we are going to analyze those particles dynamics like electron and the particles neutrons, sorry, nucleons means neutrons and protons and other microscopic particle as going to be dynamics inside the atom, and their dynamics, due to their dynamics, whatever the output we got, if we are going to explain mathematically, we need this wave function first. So whenever we have to think about a electron which could not be seen by our naked eye, for that dynamics and due to that electrons dynamics, whatever we are going to get the output for, to explain those things mathematically, we need a mathematical term, wave function of that electron. Likewise, I discussed here that this will be called as a hydrogen atom, and this is 1s orbital, and 1s orbital have also this 1s orbital means this portion and electron will be somewhere, will be there, one electron, and this electron's wave function also is there. That will be 1 0 0 that you are going to study in your higher studies. That will be 1 0 0 and equal to 1 by root pi into a0 to the power 3 by 2 into e to the power minus r by a0. So here r is denoted the distance from the nucleus, and r0 is the average distance or the maximum distance or the so-called the Bohr's radius. So this is the wave function which represents the electrons dynamics inside this orbital. So likewise, whenever we are going to say here that the particle means microscopic particles. So a particle which is localized within a certain region of the space can be described a matter wave. Now here this wave function can be considered as the so-called our particle. Now, so a particle which is localized within a certain region, suppose a particle is localized, means can be determined, can be focused, can be catch out in this region of the space, can be described the matter wave, matter wave, or can be considered this particle can be represented by a matter wave having the wave function, okay, whose amplitude is larger in that region. So the particle matter amplitude means wherever the particle will be there at that point the amplitude will be larger of the matter wave in that region, but zero outside. Thus matter wave must be localized around the space. Matter wave will be localized in this space within which the particle is confined. So in this region, if particle is confined, or we can say the particle will be here, like in case of 1s orbital, the particle will be here. Then I am going to give a small example. Suppose this is inside my hand. So if I am going to be shake it, so you cannot exactly say that where will be the position of the particle. So for this type of things, for this type of dynamics, we can consider a wave function of this dynamics of the particle to represent mathematically of its dynamics. So then so that localized wave function is called as the wave packet. The wave function, this is the wave function which is superimposed by a number of waves which can be localized in this region, which can due to its constructive interference. So this will be called as wave packet, and this wave packet also called as so-called particle. Okay, this whole over the things will be particle. Here I written that particle is here, means the particle will be center, means most probable finding of the particle will be at the center. But here at this point also particle have some probability of finding, here also have some probability of finding. So total this region will be called as so-called particle. So here in note I written the same thing. Group velocity will be equal to particle velocity, that is the velocity of the maximum magnitude of wave packet. The group velocity, this group velocity is nothing but called as the so-called particle velocity, in which velocity the group or the maximum amplitude is moving, that is the velocity of the particle has been represented here. The wave function is nothing but is the function which represent the wave packet. So wave packet, inside the wave packet, whatever the wave function, what that is we found psi, this will be nothing but called as your wave function or wave packet. Wave packet is one type of physical meaning. Wave function is a mathematical representation of the wave packet or the so-called particle. So wave particle and wave function is correlated with each other, or we can say same thing. Okay, to wave packet is representation the particle, and to represent the particle and its dynamics we need the wave function of that particle. That wave function can be calculated or can be determined or can be represented by superposition of number of waves. Now function of wave packet, wave function or superposition of number of waves. How mathematically we are going to get the wave function? For that, let us consider the wave packet, which is formed by the superposition of number of waves propagating along x-axis. So then the wave packet is represented by psi xt. So psi xt is nothing but number of waves. So we can say that psi 1 xt is nothing but a1 e to the power I k1x minus omega 1t. Psi 2x is equal to k2x minus omega 2t. So like that we know that whenever slightly different of k and omega, they are going to be superimposed or add with each other, we are going to get the superimposed wave or wave packets information. So this is the wave function of the wave packet, which is the summation over the n number of waves, plane waves, which is propagating along x-axis. So here n is the amplitude of nth wave, k n is the wave vector of nth wave, omega n is the angular frequency of nth wave. The sum of equation number 1 by replaced by integral this one. So here ak, so here summations whatever we have in our equation number 1, I taken out and we have been considered the integration format. So this is the integration format, which is let minus infinity to plus infinity. It has the corresponding wave numbers, and this is ak dk. Here ak dk is the summation of the amplitudes, and omega and k both are interlinked with each other. Here k is varying, that means omega is also varying with that, and vice versa. So the above wave packet function, wave packet function, this one can be represented by the so-called Fourier theorem in the form of 1 by 2 pi root over ak e to the I kx minus omega t dk. Here we consider the Fourier things because previously you have been remember one thing that we have been discussed that if a time varying function have the Fourier transform, it will give the frequency varying function. So if we are going to compare this figure, see this figure with this one is approximately similar. So only for that we are considering Fourier transform for our future applications or for our future mathematical expression that we are going to get. That for that only we are considering the Fourier transform equation, that is xt psi xt will be this one and ak will be this one. So here psi xt is nothing but that whatever I written here, ak e to the I kx minus omega dk, that is the Fourier transform of ak. That is means from that is the frequency domain. The k is the function of omega. So we can say that this is nothing but frequency domain, from frequency domain to position domain psi xt. Okay. So now ak to it is transformed to psi xt. That means this is transformed to position domain to frequency domain. And this is all about the wave packet, and this is the position of x, center is at x, then this is the amplitude, this y-axis represents the amplitude of this wave packet, which is decreases, and at last at the end it is vanishes. So this is the Fourier transform representation of, this is the from frequency to position domain, this is the position domain to frequency domain. So psi xt and ak both are Fourier transform with each other. Here minus I plus I is not matter, because many books have considered minus and plus, so that is not a matter things, that is not a big thing. So now consider wave packet moving along, wave packet means one matter is moving, matter wave when it is moving along x axis, then corresponding momentum along x axis px subscript x will be h by lambda, which will be h cross omega, h cross k. Dk will be dpx by h cross, e will be h cross omega, omega will be e by h cross. So putting dk and omega in equation number 3 whatever here, and we are going to get psi xt will be 1 by 2 pi will be a px x cross e into e to the power this much into dpx by h cross. So here you can found this one. So here, so h cross came here and we found this one, and here 1 by 2 pi h cross root over into 5 px this much. Here apx by h cross, this one is considered as root over of h cross phi x, because this term we have been considered for our EG mathematical representation, because many books have been represented the wave function in this format. Some of the books h cross will be not there, some of the books this is not there itself. So many books, even if your KP book also, this is the representation, this is the standard representation of the wave function, which is wave function or wave packet which is moving along x axis with time. So equation number 5 represents the wave function in 1D coordinate space. This represents the dynamics of the wave packet. Dynamics means its motion, it is giving its information about the motion. So we have to be stop here for this video, and next video I am going to discuss about time dependent Schrodinger equation. You have to go through this video in detail and try to understand about wave packet and wave function. Okay, thank you.